Hi, everybody. My name is Myra. First of all, thank you for inviting me, and Katri, actually from Berlin. Thank you for inviting me here as well. First of all, I want to start. I have a marketing agency. We work with emerging designers worldwide. It's not a normal PR agency. We are more creative. So basically, I started as an editor, and then I opened my own agency. We work actually with emerging designers in a more creative way, and I want to show you exactly what we are doing. Here, like we all know that products don't drive sales, people do, we buy the person, not the product. And this is for all Slovenian designers, I think is very, very important. Basically in Eastern Europe, most of the designers, they create the collection in base of what the market is requiring, you know? But not so many designers pay attention of what they are as a person, and they try to transfer what they are as a person to the market. Must ask questions before you choose to be an independent designer. Actually, it's very important that to understand you are part of a fashion business. Most of the designers don't have any idea what this means exactly, especially because they are focused on creativity and they don't focus on a properly way their time to call, contact fashion magazine, press office, retailers, blah, blah, blah. Before meeting potential sales agents at press agencies, you need to prepare to do some selling and press distribution of your own. How do you contact magazine? What exactly a designer wants from a fashion magazine? And basically, I believe more on independent fashion magazine than big groups, media groups, because many independent magazines, they focus on a creative content. So, for example, with our agency, we do a lot of static presentation during Paris Fashion Week, sometimes outside of the calendar, but we hire independent fashion magazine to create a specific content for the brand. So properly, we don't do a normal press distribution. We just hire the press magazines to do that in order to do a creative content. But first, the designers should ask themselves if they are ready to do that. A press kit is a great tool for a showroom to introduce you to their buyers. So with our agencies, for example, first of all, we find the sponsor for the sales showrooms for the first 2 seasons to take them for free in their space and to get just commissions from sales if the brand is good or the designer, we think the designer is ready for that. On the other side, I try to hire fashion magazines, independent fashion magazine. I contact the team, the editor-in-chief, the stylist of the magazines to come and create specific content, especially video contents. So we are, I really believe in fashion film festivals. We work a lot with emerging designers where we try to make documentary for them and to propose the fashion videos to the Fashion Film Festival of Diane Pernet in Paris, a shaded view on fashion film. Because I think it's very important that every brand should share the vision and to have a different vision respect of many other brands. To not look at big brands like, I don't know, whatever, like big brand and big groups, because it's very important to be yourself. The most important factor in selecting a fashion magazine that can produce your main visual tools, and the showroom will be wherever you can afford it or not. So I want to here, for example, yesterday at one-to-one consultation was a brand that asked me how can I get abroad to be on a fashion magazine. Basically, it's not just I think it's very important as a brand, even if you do your campaign, to not do it by yourself. I think it's very important. There are so many people, talented people. There are so many magazines that can help the brand to create a different identity and a different visual identity in order to reflect what the brand it is. So I recommend to hire and contact magazine that, I don't know, you like more. I like, for example, Antidote magazine. This was a collaboration with Sander Jew. I think it's very, very important to understand that not all the people, like for a designer, it's important to understand that people from outside see your brand in a different way. When you are inside, you see your brand in a different way. Yeah, this is a collaboration, is an advertorial for Le Book and Gucci, as well like Yoshi Yamamoto for another magazine. So basically with our agency, when the designer contact us, to work with our agency is for free for the first year. So because we have a sponsor that can support the cost for the presentation during Paris Fashion Week, basically this presentation is not a runway, it's just a static presentation with a specific art direction, with an art director, with a crazy set design, and at the same time we invite press there, but also we have all the time a magazine that can, I don't know, can create a visual identity just to show the brand in a different way. So we provide specific services for specific brands in terms of visual production, press kit, press distribution, a different kind of showcases, the various fashion week. We negotiate with specific showrooms for your brand. But the first years, as I said, the fee is for free. So basically we do static presentations during the fashion week, and the showroom at the same time is doing the sales part for 2 seasons. Not only in Paris Fashion Week, here is about Ferric Fashion Week in Transylvania. So basically I did a collective show with emerging designers worldwide. With as well we had European Institute of Design, so they came here and gave a free master schoolships in Milan for one of the best designers. So I chose a set which actually is a stone quarry there. So I did a fashion show inside the stone quarry where we had more emerging designers from all over the world, collaborating with schools. So we contact all the schools from the graduate show, so we chose the best students to come there to showcase. Yeah, we did also in a skate park. Actually, that is a brand from South Korea. Everything is recycled, and they do patchwork, for example, as a brand. So we didn't hire models. So we hired skate park boys, so skateboard boys. So they were dressed with the brand while they were skating. As well, we had like the models that were, well, actually I would like to bring in Romania, not only like in Eastern Europe, usually the fashion week, they have the basic runway, normal showcase, but I think there are so many crazy locations that they can do the fashion shows in a different way. So like in Slovenia, I think there are so many crazy locations where like basically not a designer should show on a normal runway, on a normal catwalk. I think it's very important to create a different production if you want to showcase. This is what we did in Fashion Week right now with some brands, for example, emerging brands with Fashion Hong Kong. Actually, this was a fashion film. I couldn't put the video, but... And then we have emerging brands, Sun Equals Sun, that actually is selling already in Berlin, in Studio 1X3, in the store, and 112 Mountain AM, they are from Hong Kong. So this is what we did in September during the Fashion Week for emerging brands. As well, we collaborated for the menswear. Usually we collaborate with Fucking Young magazine most of the time. And yes, this is the new magazine, like 33 magazine, which actually I invite all the designers and all the emerging designers to join, because we cover all the new young designers for free. And also we can create basically editorials at the same time for them with a creative content, and as well we hire like a specific stylist, editors, makeup artist. But when we create editorials in Milan, for example, we involve stylist students, photographer students, new talents like emerging brands. So basically we create the team formed by all students and the young talents, like because I think it's very important to unite the people and to create a team, not to work only for an emerging brand, but to really connect the people, like young photographers, young stylists, just to understand how this can, what maybe will work, maybe will not, but it's important to work on it. And yeah, yesterday I added this because yesterday a brand told me, how can I find like the showrooms in Paris? Because I think everybody knows, I hope, Modem Online, where they can find all the showrooms, and maybe during the Paris Fashion Week they can contact them and to have a meeting to if they are interested. I think it's very important. All the brands should have. If they don't have a sales director, they should have specifically a showroom for sales. And then fashion magazine, you can find like if you're a Slovenian brand and you want to create a specific content, I recommend model.com if you want, but there are so many. Usually people in Slovenia, they look more like, or even when I was in Romania, a brand, I would like to be on, I don't know, on big magazine, on Vogue. No, there are so many magazines. You should do a lot of research and to understand the content of independent magazine. Yeah, sorry, I'm so nervous. I'm more emotional than. And I think the most important, when I started the agency, actually, I was thinking, I used to work for 12 years as human resources manager in a big company that has nothing to do with fashion. Actually, it's about technology and informatics systems for big brands. And they were paying me in base of how many people I lose from my team. They didn't pay me in base of the sales. So if I lose one people from my own team, they pay me like 500 euro less for each people that I lose from my team. Because basically the mentality was more human resources, more the company will grow up. So I was thinking in fashion, there is nobody that can work on the team building in a creative way as well for emerging designers. So basically in Milan, we work a lot with emerging designers and also with students after the graduate show, and involving schools like Marangoni, Polimoda in Florence. They provide me students from fashion buying, students from marketing. So we create basically the team for the young designers for at least 6 months as an internship. And we hope that in 1 year, the designer will grow up at the same time and they can, after 1 year, finally hire the people to work. So basically, the idea is to create the team building in order to understand what you can do in the future with your own brand. So yeah, thank you.